If you've noticed your body isn't performing like it used to, your energy dips unexpectedly, intimacy feels distant, and mornings don't greet you with the same strength, then listen carefully. What you're experiencing may not be inevitable aging. It might be something far simpler, something far more fixable than you think. I'm Dr. Mika Hayashi, a men's health specialist, and for over 3 decades I've helped men over 60 reclaim the energy, vitality, and sexual confidence they assumed was gone for good. Today, I'm going to reveal something most doctors won't tell you. The struggles many men face aren't about desire. They're about circulation, stamina, and hormone support, and in most cases, the solution doesn't start in a pharmacy. It starts in your kitchen. You see, there are 3 vitamins your body is silently begging for, and restoring them can transform more than just your erections. It can reignite your energy, sharpen your focus, and rebuild the stamina that seems to vanish with age. Stay with me, because in just a few moments I'll also share the most common and dangerous mistake men make when taking these vitamins, and how to avoid it starting tonight. Before we dive in, take a moment to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This isn't generic health advice. It's a guide specifically designed for men over 60, and if any part of this speaks to you, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0, and let me know how I can make this content even more valuable for you. Alright, let's get straight to it. The first vitamin we'll discuss is often overlooked, yet it's the cornerstone of circulation and natural performance. Vitamin D, known as the sunshine vitamin. It's something your body used to produce effortlessly, especially when you spent time outdoors. But as you age, your levels drop sharply, along with your circulation, energy, and sexual performance. Think of vitamin D as the spark plug for your bloodstream. It signals your vessels to open up, delivers oxygen-rich blood where it counts, and keeps the engine of your body running efficiently. Let me tell you about Paul, a 67-year-old man I once worked with. Sharp, thoughtful, and proud, he confided. "Doc, I still want to be close to my wife, but my body won't cooperate anymore." His words are familiar. Hundreds of men have shared that quiet frustration. The surprising truth? In many cases, the starting point for reclaiming vitality is not a miracle drug. It's vitamin D. Vitamin D deficiency affects over 40% of older adults, even those who exercise regularly and eat reasonably well. Without enough of it, your body produces less nitric oxide, a molecule critical for blood flow and sexual performance. But this isn't only about intimacy. Low vitamin D impacts stamina, mental clarity, and overall confidence. The fix is simple: 15 to 20 minutes of morning sunlight, more vitamin D-rich foods like salmon, tuna, and fortified dairy, and high-quality vitamin D3 supplementation if needed. Men who do this often report astonishing results suddenly. Walking a block isn't exhausting. Energy returns, and intimacy becomes natural again. But while vitamin D can restore circulation, it's only part of the puzzle. Even with good blood flow, your body still needs the energy to utilize it. That's where the second vitamin comes in, something crucial for anyone who has ever felt tired despite sleeping well. It's time to talk about vitamin B12, the energy generator. Vitamin B12, this is the nutrient that powers your body from the inside out. A few years ago, I met Robert, a 72-year-old retired firefighter and devoted grandfather. On the outside, he seemed strong, disciplined, and healthy. But when he spoke, his fatigue was palpable. "Doc," he said, "I sleep 8 hours, I eat my meals, but I still feel drained. My brain's foggy, my body's tired, and when it's time to be close with my wife, I just don't have it in me." Robert's story isn't unique. It's the classic sign of a B12 deficiency, something far too many men over 60 face without realizing it. Vitamin B12 is essential for energy production. Without it, your body struggles to convert food into usable energy. No matter how well you eat or sleep, without enough B12, your system runs on empty. This vitamin also plays a critical role in producing red blood cells, which deliver oxygen to muscles, the brain, and yes, your sexual organs. Low red blood cell production slows everything down. Stamina fades, mental clarity diminishes, and intimacy suffers. Here's the catch. As we age, our bodies absorb B12 less efficiently. Even if you eat meat, eggs, or dairy, it might not be enough. That's why many older men feel tired, weak, or foggy-brained, despite appearing healthy on paper. The solution, fortunately, is often straightforward. High-quality B12 supplements or, in some cases, doctor-administered injections can dramatically restore energy, focus, and vitality. I've seen men go from struggling through afternoons to hiking, laughing, and fully engaging with their families, all from correcting a deficiency they didn't even know they had. But energy is only one part of the picture. Your body also needs protection, a vitamin that strengthens blood vessels, reduces inflammation, and supports the very hormones that define masculinity. Enter vitamin E, often called the fertility vitamin, but its role extends far beyond reproduction. Without it, your testosterone and circulation may already be slipping. I remember James, a 70-year-old retired pilot, who came to me frustrated. "Doc, I eat well, I exercise, but lately I feel off. My drive is down, my recovery is slower, and I just don't feel like a man anymore." James wasn't careless or lazy, he was disciplined, proud, and committed to his health. What he was missing was vitamin E. Vitamin E isn't just a fertility or skin supplement. It's a powerful antioxidant that fights oxidative stress and inflammation, the silent forces that damage blood vessels, hormones, and reproductive organs as we age. Inflammation weakens circulation, reduces testosterone, and drains energy. Vitamin E helps keep blood vessels flexible, ensuring blood flows efficiently, including to the areas that matter most for male performance. It also supports testosterone production, which after 60 is more critical than ever. Almonds, sunflower seeds, olive oil, and leafy greens are excellent sources, but a high-quality supplement can help fill gaps where diet falls short. Men like James often come back months later, feeling sharper, stronger, and more connected to life. Restoring these vitamins doesn't just impact erections or energy, it affects confidence, motivation, and your overall sense of presence. Now, you might be wondering, what happens when you combine vitamin D, B12, and E? Is there a way they work together to amplify results? The answer is yes. When used correctly, these three nutrients create a ripple effect that transforms not just sexual performance or energy, but your entire experience of aging. Take Walter, a 68-year-old retired coach. He started with vitamin D for circulation, added B12 for energy, and later incorporated vitamin E for hormonal support. At first, each vitamin helped individually, but it wasn't until he took all three consistently that he noticed a dramatic change. "Doc," he said one day, grinning ear to ear, "I feel like I've got a new engine." That's the power of synergy. Vitamin D boosts nitric oxide and circulation. B12 ensures red blood cells carry oxygen efficiently through that improved circulation. Vitamin E protects those vessels and supports testosterone. Alone, they help, but together, they create what I call the vitality triangle: circulation, energy, and hormone support working in harmony. But here's the thing, knowing which vitamins to take isn't enough. Most men over 60 unknowingly sabotage their own progress. One morning, Gerald, a 74-year-old man, came into my office carrying a plastic grocery bag full of supplements. He carefully laid them all out and said, "Doc, I've been taking all of these for months, but I still feel tired, foggy, and honestly, nothing's improving down there." I've heard this story countless times. The biggest mistake men make isn't laziness, it's assuming all supplements are created equal. Cheap, synthetic versions may look similar on the bottle, but your body often can't absorb them. For example, many B12 supplements use cyanocobalamin, a form that older adults can struggle to convert into the active form their body actually uses. The better choice is methylcobalamin, which your system can readily absorb. Vitamin D follows the same principle. D2 is inexpensive but far less effective than D3, the form that truly raises your levels. Vitamin E is also often sold in synthetic forms that don't provide the full spectrum your body needs to support testosterone and circulation. The result? Men diligently take supplements and see no results, not because the vitamins don't work, but because their bodies never actually get the nutrients. Another common mistake is inconsistency. Taking a vitamin once or twice a week when you remember isn't enough. Your body thrives on rhythm. Steady, daily intake allows it to rebuild energy, restore blood flow, and balance hormones. Gerald had been doing everything haphazardly. Once he switched to high-quality, bioavailable forms and took them consistently, the difference was remarkable. Within a month, he was sleeping better, waking up energized, and feeling like a man again. This is why creating a simple daily routine is so powerful. It's not about extremes or overcomplicated regimens. It's about giving your body the consistent support it needs to recover, perform, and thrive. That foundation is what unlocks the benefits of vitamins D, B12, and E. Let me give you a practical example. Frank, a 66-year-old former carpenter, struggled with low energy, poor sleep, and fading confidence in the bedroom. We didn't overhaul his life. Instead, we built a straightforward, sustainable routine around these 3 vitamins. Every morning, he started with a glass of water and his B12 supplement alongside a protein-rich breakfast. 15 minutes of sunlight after breakfast helped stimulate natural vitamin D production. On cloudy days or during winter, he used a high-quality D3 supplement. For vitamin E, he relied on almonds, sunflower seeds, and a drizzle of olive oil on his lunchtime salad. That was it. No complicated protocols. No dozens of pills, just small, intentional steps that built a rhythm. Within weeks, Frank reported more energy to play with his grandkids, increased interest in intimacy, and a quiet sense of confidence returning. He felt like himself again, not a younger version, but a stronger, more grounded version of the man he had always been. The key takeaway here is that creating a daily rhythm with the right nutrients transforms results from fleeting to lasting. It's not about chasing a quick fix or hoping for immediate performance boosts. It's about establishing a foundation that supports your body consistently, day after day, month after month. When you do this, circulation improves, energy stabilizes, and hormone levels find balance naturally. Now, we move to a subtle but crucial point. It's not just about taking the right vitamins. It's also about avoiding the things that quietly undermine your progress. Many men over 60 make lifestyle and dietary choices that counteract even the highest quality supplements. In the next section, we'll cover these hidden pitfalls and show how to maximize the impact of your routine while avoiding the mistakes that keep your energy, vitality, and performance from returning fully. Even when you're taking the right vitamins consistently, many men unknowingly sabotage their progress with small, hidden habits. Diet, daily routines, and lifestyle choices can quietly work against circulation, energy, and hormone balance. These aren't dramatic mistakes. You notice instantly they're subtle, cumulative, and over time, they can erase the benefits of all the care you put into your supplements. Let's start with diet. Many men over 60 assume that just eating healthily is enough. But even seemingly innocent choices can inflame your arteries, disrupt nitric oxide production, and slow blood flow to the very places you need it most. Highly processed foods, refined oils, and excessive sugars are stealthy culprits. They create low-level inflammation that builds up silently. Your circulation suffers, your energy dips, and your testosterone can begin to decline without you realizing it. One common mistake is relying heavily on cheap vegetable oils, corn, soybean, sunflower that oxidize easily when cooked. Oxidized oils irritate the endothelial lining of blood vessels, which is essential for smooth blood flow and nitric oxide production. Think of your arteries like delicate highways. Inflammation and stiffness create traffic jams that affect every part of your body, from your heart to your brain, and yes, even your sexual performance. Another overlooked factor is sleep. Deep, restorative sleep is essential for testosterone production, hormone regulation, and energy recovery. Men often underestimate how much disrupted sleep diminishes the effect of their vitamins. Even the perfect D, B12, and E routine won't fully restore energy if your sleep is shallow, fragmented, or shortened. Consistency in sleep, just like with vitamins, builds the foundation your body needs to function optimally. Then there's physical activity. You don't need to train like a professional athlete, but movement matters more than most men realize. Walking, light resistance training, or stretching supports blood flow, improves nitric oxide signaling, and enhances the body's ability to utilize the nutrients you're taking. Without some form of regular activity, circulation slows, energy dips, and hormonal balance can falter. Small, consistent movement paired with the right vitamins produces a multiplier effect. Stress is another silent saboteur. Chronic stress floods your system with cortisol, which can interfere with testosterone, reduce nitric oxide, and elevate inflammation. Even men who take all the right nutrients can find themselves feeling drained or disconnected if stress isn't managed. Simple practices, deep breathing, short walks outside, meditation, or just unplugging from screens help maintain a steady environment for your body to heal and perform. Finally, let's talk about routine and timing. It's not just what you take, it's when and how. Vitamins taken with meals, alongside protein and healthy fats, are absorbed far better than those taken on an empty stomach. Splitting doses when recommended or rotating supplements according to your lifestyle helps your body process them efficiently. The men who see the best results combine these small habits with their vitamin regimen. They reduce processed foods, avoid harmful oils, move daily, sleep deeply, manage stress, and take their nutrients consistently. The result? Circulation improves, energy stabilizes, hormone levels balance, and intimacy and confidence return in ways many thought were gone for good. This is where the real transformation happens. You stop chasing a quick fix and start building a body that supports itself. Your blood flows better, your muscles respond more efficiently, your mind sharpens, and your sexual performance becomes reliable again. It's cumulative, quiet, and deeply satisfying. In the next part, we'll break down a step-by-step daily routine for men over 60, showing exactly how to combine these vitamins, foods, and small habits into a sustainable, powerful plan. You'll see how a simple, realistic daily schedule can restore energy, circulation, and confidence without overwhelming your life. Now, let's get practical. All the information about vitamins, circulation, and hormone support matters, but what truly changes results is putting it into action. That's where a simple, realistic daily routine comes in, one that any man over 60 can follow without feeling overwhelmed. You don't need dozens of pills or complicated schedules. What you need is consistency, timing, and small, deliberate choices that your body can actually use. Start your day with water. Hydration might seem basic, but it's critical. Blood flows more efficiently when you're well hydrated, and nutrients circulate better. After a full glass of water, take your vitamin B12 with a protein-rich breakfast. B12 helps convert your food into energy, supports red blood cell production, and fuels oxygen delivery throughout your body, including the muscles and organs that matter most for strength, stamina, and sexual performance. A well-absorbed form like methylcobalamin ensures your body can actually use it rather than just flushing it away. Next, step outside. 15 to 20 minutes of morning sunlight helps your body naturally produce vitamin D, which we've seen is crucial for blood vessel flexibility, circulation, and nitric oxide production. Even on cloudy days, supplementing with high-quality D3 alongside your breakfast or lunch ensures that your levels stay consistent. This combination, sunlight, when possible, and supplementation when necessary, keeps circulation optimal and energy levels steady. For vitamin E, include a handful of almonds, sunflower seeds, or a drizzle of olive oil over your lunch or salad. These not only provide vitamin E, but also supply healthy monounsaturated fats that nourish your arteries. Vitamin E acts as a protector, reducing oxidative stress, keeping blood vessels flexible, and supporting testosterone production, which naturally declines with age. You'll notice subtle but meaningful improvements: warmer hands and feet, steadier energy throughout the day, and smoother, more reliable circulation. Movement key. Even a short 15-minute walk, stretching session, or light resistance exercises help oxygenate your blood, improve nitric oxide signaling, and allow your body to make the most of the nutrients you're taking. Think of it as priming the system. Vitamins provide the building blocks, and movement ensures they reach the right places efficiently. Throughout the day, be mindful of your food choices. Minimize refined oils, processed snacks, and sugar. Replace them with healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, and omega-3 rich sources such as flaxseed or walnut oil. These choices reduce inflammation, keep your arteries smooth, and protect circulation to your heart, brain, and pelvic region. Every meal becomes an opportunity to reinforce what you're doing with vitamins. Evening routines matter. Adequate sleep supports hormone production, testosterone, and recovery. Aim for consistency. Going to bed and waking at similar times daily helps your body maintain rhythm and maximize the impact of everything you've done during the day. Consider stress reduction practices like meditation, gentle stretching, or quiet reading. Chronic stress triggers cortisol spikes that undermine circulation, energy, and sexual performance. Managing stress creates an environment where your vitamins and healthy habits can truly shine. Finally, remember consistency over perfection. The men who see the most dramatic results aren't trying extreme routines, they're integrating these habits into daily life. They hydrate, take their vitamins in absorbable forms, get sunlight or supplement. D3. Move daily, eat anti-inflammatory fats, and sleep well. These small, repeatable actions compound over weeks and months, restoring energy, circulation, confidence, and sexual performance in ways that feel natural and sustainable. In the final part, we'll tie everything together. You'll see how these daily habits, combined with vitamins D, B12, and E, create a powerful synergy that supports every aspect of your health, physical, mental, and intimate. This is the moment where knowledge becomes transformation. Now, let's bring it all together. By consistently using vitamin D, B12, and E in the right forms and amounts, and pairing them with simple daily habits, you create a vitality triangle: circulation, energy, and hormone support working in harmony. This isn't theoretical. I've seen men in their 60 seconds, 70 seconds, and even early 80 seconds reclaim the stamina and confidence they thought were gone forever. They wake up feeling rested, move through the day with mental clarity, and notice subtle changes in strength and intimacy that slowly build into lasting transformation. The beauty of this approach is that it works quietly but powerfully. No extreme routines, no quick fixes, no gimmicks, just consistent, smart choices. Take Frank, the 66-year-old former carpenter I mentioned. His routine wasn't complicated. A glass of water, B12 with breakfast, 15 minutes of sunlight or D3 supplementation, a handful of vitamin E-rich nuts, and light movement each day. Within weeks, he had more energy to play with his grandchildren, more desire and stamina in his intimate life, and a grounded confidence that had been slipping away for years. This is the kind of practical, sustainable improvement that many men never get to experience because they think solutions have to be dramatic or pharmaceutical. Equally important is understanding that it's never too late. Many men over 60 assume that fading strength, low energy, or weaker sexual performance is just part of aging, but that's not the full story. Often, the missing pieces are as simple as correcting a vitamin deficiency and adopting small, daily habits that support circulation and hormone production. When combined, these nutrients and behaviors create a positive feedback loop. Better circulation fuels more energy, which supports physical activity and vitality, which in turn reinforces hormone balance, mental clarity, and confidence. And this isn't just about feeling better, it's about taking control. Every decision you make about food, movement, supplementation, and sleep directly impacts how your body performs. You're not powerless over aging, you're steering it. The men who succeed understand this principle. They stop relying on chance or waiting for a crisis. They make small, consistent choices that compound over time, turning what feels like decline into a quiet, sustainable resurgence of health. In the final stretch, we'll discuss the mindset that turns these habits into long-term results, how to avoid common pitfalls, and how to ensure that the progress you make today continues to grow tomorrow. Because knowing what to do is one thing, but doing it daily, intelligently, and consistently is where the transformation happens.